Babe bows out, Nat Fein, 1948. Babe Ruth is a baseball player who started with the Boston Red Sox, but gained greatest fame with the New York Yankees. He played 22 seasons of Major League Baseball, 1914 to 1935, broke numerous records, and was one of the first 5 baseball players inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1936. Babe Ruth's dominating influence changed the game itself. He became the face of the New York Yankees and embodied the ethos of the game of baseball, American sports culture, and New York heritage. Ruth is considered by many to be the best baseball player of all time. Thanks to his achievements in sports and his reckless lifestyle, he constantly attracted attention. At the same time, his love for drink and women was combined with frequent visits to orphanages and children in hospitals. After retiring, Ruth was unable to find work in baseball, which is attributed to his behavior during his playing career. In 1948, he appeared at the 25th anniversary of Yankee Stadium. By that time, Ruth had not played for more than 10 years, and for the last 2 years he had been suffering from nasopharyngeal cancer. The athlete lost a lot of weight, had difficulty walking and used a bat as a cane. It was farewell to the fans. It was in this state that he was captured by Nat Fein of the New York Herald-Tribune. Nat Fein began to work for the New York Herald-Tribune as a copyboy in 1932. After investing in a camera years later, he became a press photographer for the paper, creating a working relationship that lasted 33 years. While working as a staff photographer at the Tribune, Fein had not been assigned to work on the day that the New York Yankees would retire Babe Ruth's number 3 jersey. On the day when the Yankees would celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Yankee Stadium and retire the Great Bambino's number, the mainstay sports photographer for the Tribune called in sick. Thus, on June 13 of 1948, Nat Fein was set out to cover what many suspected could be Babe Ruth's last public appearance. With booming attendance, the energetic cheers and applauses rendered to the commemoration of the stadium focused on Babe Ruth, the man that had popularized baseball with his big swing, 714 career home runs, and brought in the live ball era, effectively changing America's pastime, was giving one last goodbye at the stadium whose nickname bore his as the house that Ruth built. While other press photographers attempted to capture a portrait of the great American baseball hero wearing his uniform one last time, Nat Fein tried to capture the iconic number on his jersey, stating, "All the photographers were in the front, and I wanted to see how he looks from the back. So I figured, well, number 3 is out, the Babe bows out, Nat Fein." The final image is filled with emotion, a bidding farewell to the greatest player in baseball. The final photograph evokes a strong sense of emotion, bidding farewell to the greatest baseball player of all time. Surrounded by a seemingly endless crowd of spectators and accompanied by current Yankees players, Babe Ruth takes his leave on the very stage where his legendary legacy was formed. At the time the picture was taken in 1948, Ruth had not played for the Yankees in over 10 years. His health had been declining, evident in his frail appearance, with thin legs and a gaunt face. However, instead of emphasizing the effects of time and illness, Nat Fein's photograph captures the silhouette of this towering figure in baseball history. With his classic number 3 jersey prominently displayed, the image serves as a testament to the monumental influence Babe Ruth had on both the game of baseball and the city of New York. The image not only symbolizes a sports hero, but a man who was larger than life. His rough childhood with frequent visits to orphanages and hospitals, his kindness to black baseball players in a time of racial inequity, his fondness to volunteer his time for kids sick with polio, and his larger physique, generate empathy in his farewell photograph. The photograph presents a poetic image that connects us through its resounding human and empathetic quality, connecting the viewer to an unwavering American hero. During his many years as a photographer, Nat Fein photographed Einstein, Eisenhower, Truman, Marilyn Monroe, and Queen Elizabeth. But he was awarded the Pulitzer Prize in 1949 for that same photo with Ruth. He became the first winner of the award to win it with a sports photograph. Ruth died at 53, 2 months after saying goodbye to fans. Doctors did not tell the athlete about the diagnosis because of family fears that he might harm himself. But Ruth, of course, guessed. In recent days he could hardly speak. One of the few visitors allowed to see him was league president Ford Frick. Ruth was so skinny, it was unbelievable. He was such a big man, and then his hands became thin bones, his face was so gaunt, Frick said many years later. After his death, Ruth's body was displayed for 2 days at Yankee Stadium, where 77,000 fans came to say goodbye to him. During the funeral, 75,000 people gathered around the cathedral.